Happy Sentinels Tuesday, everybody, and welcome to the first of what promises to be a slightly better Sentinels Tuesday, because I got a boom for my mic. The sound quality should be at least somewhat improved. Today we're back to the usual thing. We're looking at a well-known creator with a new thing. It's Vadsky, who is doing Crewmit's Tale. This is a video game of some sort. Looks like it was created by the people who made Adventure Time, because it's got that art style. And there's a few heroes already, and we're starting things off with Muldorf the Necrodude. And looks like he's making a rude gesture with his hands there. I know he's not, but I can't unsee it. He's going to be fighting the evil Yugi Muto, small innocent child that he is, alongside Liliana Deathwielder, Necro Last of the Forgotten Order, and Dr. Metropolis. I could have thrown Onias the Undying into this, because he's got Undead too, but we need some Earth Prime reps, so he's the closest to a canon hero we're getting. And we're fighting in the Golgari Swarm. I am hoping for maximum shenanigans, but I also don't remember if this is the one that cares about targets and trashes. So let's refresh ourselves on Yugi Muto. We have the Tribute deck off to the side. He starts with a minion. He's immune to damage while a minion is in play. At the start of the villain turn, if there are at least 6 stars on minions in play, destroy all minions, play the top card of the Tribute deck, then flip this card. At the end of the villain turn, if there are 1 or fewer stars on minions in play, put a random minion from the villain trash into play. And we start off with the Griffor, who has 1 damage reduction and a lot of HP. And that's about it. Here we go. Silver Fang. Well, this will flip him next round if we don't get rid of one of these guys. There are definitely more than 1 star in play. This hits the highest for 4 melee damage. That is Dr. Metropolis. The start of the villain turn, this card deals a hero target with the highest HP, 3 melee, 1 cold, and 1 radiant damage. Okay, well that's got no damage reduction. Let's go ahead and get rid of it if we can. Let's start with the Undead Gorgon. Whenever this card deals damage to a target, destroy that target if it has 2 or fewer HP. When this card enters play, it deals a target 2 melee damage. I just realized I've stolen this deck's gimmick. The Silver Fang for 2. Now her power is Dark Blast. Liliana deals a target 2 infernal damage. If this damage destroys an undead, Liliana deals each non-hero target 2 infernal damage. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit that. It's not worth trying to kill any undead yet because we can't hit Yugi. Necro. He's got an imp. You know, this would be a great time to play that because there's nothing for it to destroy. Okay, and then we'll activate Last Rites. Draw a card. There's so much synergy between these heroes. It's crazy. I'm going to start with location, 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 and use the power. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Put each location revealed this way into play. Discard the other revealed cards. So we got a No Way Street and a Carrion Crane. Draw a card. So the No Way Street deals a target 1 psychic damage. That target deals itself 1 psychic damage. Hit that guy for 2, and then it hits itself for 1 damage. Carrion Crane deals a target and itself X melee damage, where X is the number of locations in your trash plus 1. So that's 1 to both of them. Muldorf is going to start off with an Ancient Skeleton. Whenever a target is destroyed, this card regains a hit point. Power is this card deals a target 3 melee damage until the start of your next turn. Redirect the first damage that would be dealt to Muldorf each turn to this card. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and it will take out the Silver Fang. That's really cool that I was able to pull that off. Draw a card. So we've got Undead in Muldorf's deck, we've got Undead in Liliana's deck, and we've got Undead in Necro's deck. Meanwhile, we have Necromancers over in the environment. Deathrite Shaman. At the end of the environment turn, move a non-target card from each trash to the bottom of its deck. Then for each card moved this way, this card deals each target from that card's deck 2 infernal damage. Well, that's cool, because there's only 1 trash with a target, and that's Yugi, so the Griffor takes a damage. He's going to get nastier as the game progresses, however. Alright, Yugi does not flip, and he plays Spell Shattering Arrow, destroy each hero ongoing cards. I've only got 1. Each hero deals themselves X irreducible psychic damage, where X is the number of their cards that were destroyed this way, so Dr. Metropolis hits himself for 1. End of turn, we still have 4 stars of minion in play. This hits the highest for 4, and that is Liliana. Off to a really good start. Play Death's Majesty, reduce the first damage dealt to Liliana each turn by X, where X is the number of undead in play. She'll ping the Griffor for 1 and draw a card. Actually, hang on a sec. Rather than pinging the Griffor, let's ping the Demonic Imp, because that is an undead, so 1 player can play a card. I have Muldorf play Soul Burst. He deals himself and up to 4 targets 3 infernal damage each, so he'll hit the Griffor, and he'll hit the Shaman, and he'll hit himself. If this damage did not destroy any targets, he may play a card or use a power. Let's use his base power. Muldorf deals a target 2 infernal damage. If this damage destroys a non-undead target, search your deck for a skeleton, put it into play, then shuffle your deck. So we'll kill the Shaman and turn him into a skeleton. And it's just regular skeleton, because he's got the 2 types. The skeleton's basically the same as the Ancient Skeleton, except it has 4 HP instead of 6, and it only deals 2 melee damage. Alright, so that was destroyed, so Liliana deals each non-hero target 2 infernal damage, which means she pings the Griffor. Cool. Dark Pact. Use that to play a ghoul. Draw a card. This is still active, isn't it? Oh yeah, one hero deals a target 1 fire damage and draws a card. We'll have Muldorf do that because he needs the card draw. This is going to get crazy real quick. And this hits the second lowest for 2. That is one of the undead. Let's hit the Gorgon because that does more if it dies eventually. I'm going to play Panopticon Streetlight. His power is each location regains a hit point, draw a card. Heal those guys back up, draw 2 cards. No Way Street can't deal any damage, so it just hits itself. Carrion Crane is only dealing 1, so it just hits itself. Reveal the top card of the environment deck. Play it, discard it, or put it back on top of the environment deck. Then this card deals itself 1 melee damage. So we have Dead Bridge Goliath. This card is destroyed. Play the top card of the environment deck. At the end of the environment turn, this card deals each non-environment target 1 melee damage. Let's just get rid of that. Cool. I will play Soul Feast. Play this card next to a hero undead card. There's lots to choose from. Whenever a target is destroyed, you may move this card next to a hero undead card. Increase damage dealt by the target next to this card by 1. So we'll play this on the Ancient Skeleton and go ahead and use its power and hit the Griffor for 3. Draw a card. Golgari Swarm plays a Grave Troll. When this card enters play, set its HP to 8 plus X, where X is the number of targets in all trash piles. There's 2 there. I should be keeping track of this for everybody. That will make things a lot easier. So he's got 1. Dr. Metropolis needs to keep track of it anyway for the Carrion Cranes. So this has 11 HP. And in the environment turn, this card deals a non-environment target with second highest HP, 3 melee damage. That is Necro. Okay. Yugi plays Swords of Revealing Light. When this card enters play, put H-2 time counters on it. Start of the villain turn, remove a time counter. When the last counter is removed, destroy this card. Villain targets immune to damage. Okie dokie. Well, that's going to be pain. The Griffor hits Dr. Metropolis for 4. We'll play the Grave Crawler. This card enters play, deals target 2 melee damage. Let's hit the Ghoul. This card is destroyed, you may return it to your hand. I will use her power. Yeah, I might as well go ahead and kill the Ghoul. So Necro draws a card, and she hits just the Grave Troll for 2. Draw a card. I guess I will play Blood Right. Activate Last Rites, and draw a card. Alright, Dr. Metropolis is going to play Controlled Demolition. Each time an environment card is destroyed or reduced to 0 for your HP, Dr. Metropolis may deal himself 2 psychic damage. If he's dealt damage this way, treat the card as having no game text. That might be useful if that beast comes back out. We'll go ahead and heal all these guys and draw 2 cards. No Way Street hits the Grave Troll. Carrion Crane hits the Grave Troll. And let's look at the environment deck. Vigor Mortis. When this card enters play, move a random target from the villain trash into play, and move this card next to it. When this card is not next to a target, destroy this card. Increase damage dealt by the card and this card is next to by 1. So we'll discard that, and it hits itself for 1. I think it is time for Soul Survivor. Destroy any number of hero undead. Destroy up to X ongoing cards and or non-character targets with 6 or fewer HP, where X is the number of hero undead you destroyed this way. I'm going to kill the Grave Crawler. It goes back into her hand. And I'm going to kill my skeleton, because then I can destroy an ongoing and I can destroy the Griffor. That's totally worth sacking a card for. Power, let's use the Ancient Skeleton, have it hit Yugi for 4, draw a card. Golgari Swarm plays Gerard's Orders. When this card enters play, reveal cards on top of the environment deck until 2 targets are revealed. Whoops. Put both into play, discard the other cards, destroy a card put in play this way, then destroy this card. Oh, that's interesting. So let's see, we've got Varls. Neither of these does anything when destroyed, so in the environment turn, shuffle the target from any trash into its deck. If a card is shuffled this way, this card regains 3 HP, deals a non-environment target with the second highest HP, 3 melee damage. That sounds like a great idea because we could get rid of the Griffor, and then it won't come back. Yeah, let's destroy Savra, destroy Gerard's Orders. He can go back to Tanagra. Alright, Cave Troll hits the second highest for 3. That is Liliana, who will take 1. Varls will shuffle the Griffor into the villain deck. Heals 3, deals the non-environment target with the second highest HP, 3 melee damage. That is Muldorf. That goes to the Ancient Skeleton. Nice. So yeah, start a turn. There's nothing in play. Beaver Warrior. Start of the villain turn, this card deals a hero target with the lowest HP, 3 melee damage. Oh, that could be very useful. End of turn, there's at least 1 star in play, so he doesn't play another thing. That's his turn. Let's play Undead Servant. Whenever this card deals damage, you may discard a card. If you do, you may draw a card. When this card enters play, it deals a target 2 melee damage. So we'll hit the Beaver Warrior, and I'll discard a Grave Crawler and draw a card. Power, I will just hit the Beaver Warrior for 2, draw a card. Alright, Necro, actually play something useful. Zombie. You know what? I actually did destroy an undead, so Yugi should have taken 1, and we'll say Muldorf drew an extra card. Activate that again, draw a card. Zombie hits the highest. Non-undead hero target the highest for 2 toxic damage, and that is Muldorf, and that goes to the Ancient Skeleton. Play Man About Town. At the end of your turn, reveal the top card of your deck. If the location, Dr. Metropolis may deal himself 1 psychic damage. If he takes damage this way, put it into play, otherwise discard it. Powers, draw 2 cards. And we'll go ahead and heal all of his locations, though. Draw 2. No Way Street hits the Beaver for 2, and itself. Carrion Crane hits the Beaver and itself for 1. Panopticon Streetlight Grisly Salvage. At the end of the environment, turn discard the top card of each deck. For each trash, move a random target from that trash to the top of that card's deck. No cards removed this way, destroy this card. That might be fun, so I'll leave it there. Okay, Muldorf. Here we go. Soul Beam. This is what I've been looking for. Whenever an undead is destroyed, put a token on this card. The power is Muldorf deals up to 2 targets X infernal damage each, where X is 2 plus the number of tokens on this card. Remove all tokens from this card. So I'm going to go ahead and use that as his power, because he can do 2 to the Beaver Warrior and, oh, let's say 2 to the Grave Troll. Draw a card. I am not keeping track of the synergy here. Alright, Grisly Salvage comes out. Grave Troll hits the second highest for 3. That looks like it is Muldorf. Varls. Let's do something from the environment trash. I like the Deathbright Shaman, he's fine. Heals, it's the second highest for 3. That is Liliana, who will take nothing. Discard the top card of each deck, and move a random target from the trash to the top of the card's deck. Oh, it's the top of the card's deck. Okay, that's not a target, so the Gravecrawler goes back. It is a target, and it goes right back where it came from. That's not a target. That's not a target. That's not a target. That is a target, it goes right back. I think it's Karibo, isn't it? Okay, start of turn, he does not flip. He plays, oh no, Sangan, excuse me. Oh wait, start of the villain turn, hits the lowest, that is the skeleton. So a bunch of stuff happens. Let's see, that's 1 target in his trash. He gets a token on Soul Beam. An undead target was destroyed, so we'll hit Beaver Warrior for 1 and have Necro draw 2 cards, and also everybody heal 2. Oh, that includes the locations, awesome. And that was it. Okay, and then he plays Sangan. That also goes off at the start of the villain turn. When it's destroyed, we get another minion. That's his turn. Oh boy, this could be fun. Liliana deals a target 1 infernal damage. Each undead deals that target 2 melee damage. Let's hit the Sangan. 2, 4, 6 melee damage. It is dead. We get a random minion off the top of the villain deck. It's the Celtic Guardian. He needs to go. We will use her power, hit the zombie for 2, draw a card. Oh yeah, the undead servant dealt damage, so I could discard a card and draw another card. I'm going to Chaotic Summon. There's another Chaotic Summon. Talisman. Oh, excellent. Let's see, the zombie's going to go after Liliana, so let's give that to her. Second card, Corpse Explosion. Awesome. Third card, Book of the Dead. Alright, let's go get Hellfire. He's fully kitted out now. Activate his power, draw a card, and the zombie goes after Liliana, and she's immune. Awesome. I'm going to play another No Way Street. I guess I'll use Man About Town. I forgot to look at the top of his deck last time. Draw 3 cards. Let's do this first, because I'm going to forget. Top card of his deck is another Controlled Demolition. So that gets discarded. Alright, No Way Street hits Celtic Warrior for 2 and itself. Carrying Crane hits Celtic Warrior for 1 and itself. Panopticon Streetlight. Dead Bridge Goliath. Let's get rid of that guy. And No Way Street hits the Celtic Warrior for 2 and itself. Alright, Muldorf has very few options here. Let's Devour. Shuffle a target from a trash into its deck. If you do, Muldorf gains 2 HP and you may play a card. You may draw a card, play a card, or use a power. So let's start with the Sangan. He heals 2, and I can play a card. What's his max HP? Yeah, let's do that again. Throw the Dead Bridge Goliath back into its deck. Heal 2. I can play a card. Skeleton Party. Search your deck and trash for up to 3 skeleton cards, put them into play, shuffle your deck. Muldorf deals himself 1 infernal damage for each card that enters play this way. So I got 1 in the trash, and I got 1 in his deck. He just healed a bunch, that's worth it. Alright, that was off the play from this one. Now I can draw a card, play a card, use a power. I will draw, and then I will use a power. We'll have this skeleton do 2 melee damage to that, and then we'll have this skeleton, let's see, no, then we'll have Muldorf use his power, kill this zombie. Bunch of stuff happens. Alright. 1 non-hero target, 3 infernal damage. Hit the Celtic Warrior. Each villain target 2 toxic damage. Everybody heal 2, including the locations. He's back to full. Deal 1 damage to the Celtic Guardian and have Muldorf draw a card. Necro draws a card, 1 token on Soul Beam, and a target was destroyed so I can move Soul Feast to another undead. Draw a card. That's fucking brilliant. Alright, the environment plays Deadbridge Chantments. Card owners play discard the top 4 cards of each deck. Oh, interesting. That's 1 villain target. Oh good, I finally got a location in his trash. Carrion Crane will start dealing damage. Those are all targets. Woo, I think we need to start controlling the environment here. Okay, Grave Troll hits the second highest. That's Liliana who soaks it. Varls will, let's see, that's going to be putting a random card from the villain trash into play. So let's move whatever this is. There's actually 2 targets. Let's see if I can get that necromancer back. Yeah, Deathbright Shaman. Throw him back in the deck and hit the second highest for 3. That'll be Muldorf, which goes to the skeleton. Discard the top card of each deck, move a random target from that trash to the top of the card's deck. So much for having locations in this trash. Alright, move a random card from each hero trash to... oh, just a random card from the trash to the hand, move a random card from the villain trash into play, and if any trash is empty, destroy this card. Oh, okay, so it's a random card, not random target. Oh, I got back location, thank goodness. Yugi gets Burning Land. When this card enters play, destroy an environment card. I'm going to destroy Grizzly's Salvage because that's annoying. Whenever a hero plays a card, the environment deals them X fire damage or X number of environment cards in play. Okay, yeah, we need to get the environment under control. And then if any trash is empty, destroy this card. Okay, maybe I should have destroyed that instead. Alright, Yugi doesn't flip. This hits the lowest for 3, that is this skeleton. Bunch of stuff happens. Hellfire. Kill the Beaver Warrior. Corpse Explosion hits Yugi. Everybody heal 2. Almost everybody's at full. Get a token on Soul Beam. Necro draws a card. I guess I didn't have Last Rites active? Or I think it already went off. I don't know at this point. That's it for that. Okay, so we're taking 3 fire damage for every card play. End of turn, move a random minion from the villain trash into play. Looks like it's the Celtic Guardian. Start of the villain turn, this card deals each hero target 2 melee damage. Okay, so we can beat on him for a bit. Oh boy. Reanimate. Let's move an undead from my trash into play. First she takes 3 damage and soaks it. Move the Mummified Naga. Whenever damage dealt by this card destroys a target, you may draw a card. When this card enters play, it deals a target 2 melee damage. We want to work on the environment, so let's hit the Grave Troll for 2. You may draw a card or play a card. I got lots of cards to play. Macabre Waltz. You may discard a card. If you do, move an undead from your trash into play. I will discard the Gravecrawler, put it into play. She actually takes 3 damage. I have that kill the Grave Troll. Finally. Then I can destroy a hero undead. How about the Gravecrawler, which goes back in her hand? An undead was destroyed. 3 damage and 2 damage to the Celtic Guardian. Everybody heal 2. Necro draws a card. Get a token on Soul Pact. Or Soul Beam, excuse me. If you do, move an undead from your trash into play. I've got more. Let's do another Mummified Naga. 2 damage to Varls. Power. I'm gonna kill the undead servant. Oh hey look, an undead was destroyed. 5 damage to the Celtic Guardian. Necro draws a card. Everybody heal 2 if you can. She's back at full. Dr. Metropolis, we're all back at full HP. Fantastic. Token on Soul Beam. And then she deals each non-hero target 2 infernal damage. Go team. Draw a card. Alright, Necro has the biggest hand and absolutely nothing to do with it. I'd like to get Tainted Blood out. Let's play the zombie. He takes 2. We activate Last Rites, draw a card. Zombie hits the highest, which is actually Dr. Metropolis. Sad face. I'm going to play location. He takes 2 damage. Let's reveal some cards. Hey, Predatory Intersection, Lamplight Lasso, and that one gets discarded. Draw a card. Okay, No Way Street is going to hit Varls for 2 and itself. Carrion Crane will take out the Celtic Guardian and hit itself. Panopticon Streetlight. Moss Dog. That's fine, I'll put it back. No Way Street hits Yugi for 2 and itself. Predatory Intersection, we'll have that kill Varls, just so Muldorf takes less damage on his turn. Hits itself. Lamplight Lasso, select a target with 5 or fewer HP. Until the start of your turn, that target cannot deal damage. This card deals itself 1 melee damage. We will select the Lamplight Lasso, because there's nothing here that I want to stop from dealing damage that I can stop from dealing damage, so it won't hit itself. Okay, that was fun. Play Blood Money. When this card enters play, you may play a card. At the end of your turn, you may draw a card. If you do, Muldorf deals himself 1 irreducible infernal damage. Off of that, I will play... I guess I'll play another Soul Feast, because it's not limited. Power lets use the skeleton, hit Yugi for 4. Draw a card, and then I'll draw another card and redirect the damage to the skeleton. Okay, Moss Dog comes out. Alright, move random trash from each hero trash into the hand. Got both Chaotic Summons back. And another Devourer, which is exactly what I needed. Move a random card from the villain trash into play. Spell Shattering Arrow. Shit. Each hero ongoing cards. Everybody deal yourself some damages. Muldorf gets redirected to the skeleton. Alright, Moss Dog. End of the environment turn. Deals non-environment target lowest HP 2 melee damage. That is probably the skeleton. Or it could be the Gorgon. Let's have it be the Gorgon. Alright, an undead was destroyed. 3 damage to Yugi. 2 damage to Yugi. Everybody heal 2. Token on Soul Beam. Somebody can deal damage and draw a card. I guess it'll be Liliana. She's got the fewest cards at the moment. Need to get rid of that ongoing. Mystical Elf. Reduce damage dealt to villain targets by 1. Acts at the start of the villain turn. Cool. So let's play an Unliving Reaver, which has +1 damage dealt, so it can hit that for 2. She soaks the damage. I'm going to hit the Moss Dog for 2. Or actually, let's see. No, I'm going to hit the Zombie for 2. Draw a card. Okay, I got a Backfire Hex in here somewhere. He takes 2. Destroy that card, because it sucks. Put an undead card from your trash into play. It's a ghoul. Well, it doesn't have to be random, but it'll be random. Alright, activate his power, draw a card. Zombie hits the highest, which is Liliana. She's immune. Ghoul hits the second lowest, so that's actually one of the locations. I might have gotten that wrong earlier. Let's play an Animated Asphalt, I guess. Running out of locations to put my locations. Let's play location. Hey, there's a Lamplight Lasso and a Panopticon Streetlight. Awesome. Having multiples of those is definitely not helpful. Draw a card. Alright. No Way Street hits the Moss Dog and itself. Carrion Crane hits the Moss Dog and itself. Panopticon Streetlight Gerard High Lord. Number of targets in all trash piles. Yeah, we're going to discard him. Thanks. Hits itself. No Way Street kills the Moss Dog. That's a problem. Predatory Intersection hits the elf and itself. Lamplight Lasso, protect itself. Animated Asphalt hits the elf and itself. Lamplight Lasso will protect itself. Panopticon Streetlight gives us the Deathrite Shaman. Let's just leave him there. And it hits itself. Okay, Muldorf has an Ancient Skeleton to play. Let's go ahead and use that. Hit the elf for 2. Whoops. Draw a card. And yeah, I'll draw another card and hit the skeleton for 1. Okay. Deathrite Shaman comes into play. There's no way this can go horribly wrong. Everybody get a random card from your trash in your hand. Random villain card into play. That's Swords of Revealing Light. Shit. I think I have another Backfire Hex, so it's fine. No trashes are empty. Move a non-target card. Oh, a non-target card from each trash at the bottom of its deck. Man, I'm screwing everything up. Deals each target from that card's deck 2 infernal damage. Okay, so they all take 2. Liliana soaks it. They all take 2. Zombies in easy killing range. Oh, everything takes 2. Location died. Nothing happens. They all take 2. Okay, first things first. Skeleton dies. Token on Soul Beam. Oh shit, all these are immune to damage. 3 damage to the Shaman. Everybody heal 2. That's it for that. Damage to Muldorf goes to the Ancient Skeleton. Okay, I think that's it. Steals the hero target with the highest HP. 3 energy damage. That is Liliana who soaks it. Remove a token from this. They're still immune to damage. Yugi plays a Torike. Start of the villain turn, does some stuff. That's it. Need to get rid of that ongoing. Ruler of the Dark Realms. Increase damage dealt by hero undead by 1. This will be partially good and partially not good. For the partially good part, let's kill the zombie. Oh yeah, shit. Necro should have done the thing, so actually the Shaman is dead, and we'll see Liliana did that. Frick, I can't do anything with that ongoing card there. I'm still killing the zombie. He deals no damage, but everybody can heal too. And just like that, all the locations are back to full HP. I destroyed a card, but she can't deal anything damage because it's all immune. Draw a card. Well, Deadbridge Champ will go away next round because the environment trash is going to reshuffle. Hopefully it will. Hopefully nothing else will end up in the trash. I need Backfire Hex so we can actually do shit. Undead card from the trash into play. How about a zombie? Good thing I killed it. Activate his power. Draw a card. Ghoul hits the second lowest, so just one of the lassos. And the zombie hits Liliana, who is immune. At least I've been getting major mileage out of that talisman. Usually I can't place those for shit. Alright, Predatory Intersection. I don't want to use either of his powers. Oh god, that's another animated asphalt. I can't play it. Draw a card. Okay, No Way Street can't deal damage to anything but itself. Carrion Crane does 1 to the elf and 2 to itself. No Way Street hurts itself. Predatory Intersection does 2 damage to the elf and 1 to itself. Lamplight Lasso. Oh, good. We can actually use these. Select the ghoul to not be able to deal damage. Lasso hurts itself. The animated asphalt can't deal any damage. They both hurt themselves. Lamplight Lasso selects the zombie. Oh yeah, that was actually 1 extra damage. Panopticon Streetlight has nothing to reveal, and Predatory Intersection takes out the goddamn elf. This is why Definitive Edition lets you rearrange cards in your play area. Alright, Muldorf. Yeah, let's Devour. I'm going to go after an undead over here. How about the Imp? Shuffle that into his deck. Muldorf can't heal, but I can play a card. I'll play the skeleton that is labeled as a one-shot for some reason. And then I can play a card. I will play Puppet Master. Muldorf deals a target 4 infernal damage. If this damage destroys a target, search your deck or trash for Ancient Skeleton. Put it into play. If you search your deck, shuffle it. I'm going to do this to the ghoul and destroy it. Hey, an undead was destroyed. Muldorf hits the Torike for 1 fire damage and draws a card. We get a token on Soul Beam. 3 damage to the Torike, 2 damage to the Torike. Everybody heal 2 if you got room for it. The answer is yes, they do. Huh. And I destroyed that, so deck or trash. I think there's one in my trash. Yeah, there's one in my trash. Still not keeping track of targets very well. Okay, that was worth doing. Power, I'm going to use this Ancient Skeleton to do 4 damage to the Torike. Taking it out, draw a card. And I'll not draw an extra card. Okay, shuffle the environment trash into the deck. Hey, it's the Deathrite Shaman. Okay, random card from each hero trash into his hand. Random card from the villain trash into play. Oh, damn it, it's the Mystical Elf again. We don't want her. She sucks. Any trash is empty, destroy this card. Oh, thank goodness. Move a non-target card from each trash to the bottom of its deck. Deal each target from that card's deck 2 infernal damage. Blah. Oh yeah, I gotta remember all the undead have +1 damage. Oi. Alright, he kills the mummified Naga. 3 damage to the shaman, 1 damage to the elf. Everybody heal 2? Question mark? We're all back at full. Kills the mummified Naga. 2 damage to the elf, 1 damage to the elf. Everybody heal 2, but we can't. Hits Liliana, she soaks it, hits the Undead Reaver. Doesn't quite kill it. Alright, let's do Necro next. Oh yeah, no damage to that, and frickin' Muldorf draws a card. The zombie for 2, hit Necro for 2, and then we'll do Muldorf. I guess I'll move a Puppet Master, because the damage hits him first, gets redirected to this ancient skeleton. It is destroyed. So, oh yeah, we got 2 tokens on Soul Beam. 1 more token on Soul Beam. 3 damage to the Shaman, killing him. 1 damage to this, everybody healed, but there's nothing to heal, and a target was destroyed, so I can move Soul Feast to the other ancient skeleton. And there we go. Alright, hero target the highest for 3 energy damage, that is Dr. Metropolis. Thank you for having lots of HP. Winged Dragon guarding the fortress. Oh boy. Okie doke. Command the Horde. Liliana deals a target 1 infernal damage. She'll ping the elf. Each undead deals that target 2, make that 3 melee damage. So that's 3, 6, 9. That one can't deal damage. That is, each of those is reduced to 2, so that's 6 damage. It's almost dead. Hey, and then with her power, she kills the elf and hits the dragon for 2. Draw a card. Necro can finally play Tainted Blood. Use his power, draw a card, and then he kills his... Let's see, wait. Deals the undead target with the lowest HP 2 reducible toxic damage. Oh shit, that actually kills the unliving Reaver. 3, 4, 5 damage to the dragon. Everybody heal 2. And token on Soul Beam. Alright, zombie can deal damage again. Let's play more animated asphalt. Why the hell not? I only got 6 cards left in my deck. Let's see if any of them are locations. Hey, yeah, I got another Carrion Crane. Awesome. Yeah, you get to be there now. Draw a card. Okay, No Way Street hits the dragon for 2, hits itself. Carrion Crane hits the dragon for 2, hits itself for 2. No Way Street kills the dragon, hits itself. Predatory Intersection hits Yugi for 3. Lamplight Lasso tangles up the ghoul, or the zombie, excuse me, hits itself. There are 3 animated asphalts. That's 3 damage to Yugi. Lamplight Lasso will keep itself from dealing damage. Panopticon Streetlight. Golgari Germination. We don't want that. Hits itself. Predatory Intersection hits Yugi for 3. Carrion Crane hits Yugi and itself for 2. That was a lot of damage. It is time to win the game. I'll play Hardy Bones, just for the hell of it. Play this card next to a Hero Undead card. Whenever a target is destroyed, you may move this card next to a Hero Undead card. Reduce damage dealt to the target next to this card by 1. And my power, I will Soul Beam, deal a target 14 infernal damage, and we win. Hooray. Let's take a look at the rest of Muldorf's deck. Call of the Depths. Muldorf deals himself X irreducible infernal damage, where X is his current HP minus 10, so basically you set his HP to 10. Draw 3 cards. You may play up to 3 ongoing or equipment cards, remove this card from the game. Oh, that's kind of neat, actually. Drain Essence. Ongoing. Play this card next to a target. Reduce damage dealt by that target by 1. The start of your turn, Muldorf regains 4 HP, then destroy this card. The Necrotome. When this card has 2 tokens, destroy it. Power is shuffle the target from a trash into its deck. If you do, search your deck for Hardy Bones, Soul Feast, or Skeleton Party and play it. Shuffle your deck and put a token on this card. Good for setup. Fear. Choose a target. Reduce the next damage dealt by that target before the start of your next turn by 3. If damage is reduced to 0 this way, that target deals itself 4 psychic damage. That's very cool. Staff of Wickedry. When this card has 3 tokens, move a skeleton from your trash into play, then destroy this card. Whenever Muldorf deals damage, you may increase that damage by 2 and put a token on this card. Oh, that's actually pretty neat. And that's it. I gotta say, that was a really fun game, and though Necro had the flashiest undead explosions, everybody basically held up to the standard of, contributing well to the team, and my Soul Beam idea worked out. So that's Muldorf. You can find him on Vadsky's Sentinels mod. And Krumit's Tale looks like something I would probably be interested in. I gotta go check that out sometime. But for now, thank you for watching Tabletop Simulator, the Reaver Sentinels called in DLC, Seekirk's Sentinels Worth Prime mod, That's Guy's Sentinels mod, and Zontan's custom decks, and all that's great products. Please support the official release and flip.